What is up, everyone? Welcome back to NFL Today. I'm your host, Matthew Kettrick, and yes, we actually did change the podcast name to NFL Today because I don't know. My friend Bryce Haldeman wanted to change it, so I guess we'll give a shout out to Bryce. I'm still adjusting the camera. Make sure you want to see the beautiful biceps. If you want me to flex, just let me know in the comments because I will. All right. All jokes aside, I really wanted to hop on this podcast today because number one, I just like making the podcasts because it's fun. But number two, there has been a bunch of Steelers news. We'll also get into that the Pittsburgh Steelers have lost to the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs, which kind of sucked. Lamar Jackson did have himself a field day with the Steelers. But my excuse is we have Russell Wilson as our quarterback, all right? So that's my excuse. I see we got Braden in the chat. He's going to be chilling with us. He says go Cowboys, all right? So shout out to Braden Lamagna. So we're going to talk about today, actually before I even start, just make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you want to see more of this. Let us know. We're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about the huge news with T. Higgins. Apparently his asking price came out. We're going to also I'm going to also give my opinions. Do I think Pittsburgh has a shot of getting T. Higgins? What T might be thinking to himself? And we're also going to talk about George Pickens. Just a bunch of receiver stuff. I'm also going to do my dream offensive lineup. I'm not going to talk about too much on defense because I'll save that for another video, but also we have a lot of guys that are currently in their contracts on defense. But speaking of defense, we will also talk about Myles Garrett and just because. But anyways, haven't been here in a while. I'm kind of tired because school and stuff. But I'm not gonna say too much. You guys can ask questions if you want, but I'm going to my first dance, and I'm so happy because I'm going with someone. I know, and I've never been happier before because I've always been in a certain. But yeah, I've always been a little okay, Braden. All right, so yeah, always been a little down with myself because I've lost a lot of hope before, but I had I'm not gonna get into it, but I had some thoughts of myself and stuff, but that's not what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about that all those thoughts are gone because I never thought this would happen. All right, he's a really nice guy. No, I'm joking. It's a girl. It obviously is. I'm not gonna say any names, but she's a really nice girl, really pretty. So no names will be mentioned because I don't want to get caught. So yeah, that's why I'm in a pretty happy mood. I'm just tired, but I'm really happy. So what should we get into first? T. Higgins, the Steelers quarterback situation. There's so many things to talk about in the offseason. Let's get into how about Justin Tucker? All right, let's talk about Justin Tucker. The new Deshaun Watson. Like, hello? Did you guys hear about Justin Tucker or how he touched more girls and stuff? Like, Justin Tucker is just insane. All right, I'm going to make fun of him as much as Deshaun Watson. I think that Justin Tucker is a dirtbag, a scumbag, as much as Deshaun Watson, and nothing will ever change my mind. But that's besides the fact. But you know what? That actually isn't besides the fact because what team is he on? The Baltimore Ravens. Take that. Yeah, Braden just said he ain't going to the Hall of Fame anymore. 100% agree on that, Braden. I mean, I honestly think that we're in his Hall of Fame career. But you can also think about O.J. Simpson too. Wait, is O.J. Simpson in the Hall of Fame? Let me know. Guys, let me know in the chat or the comments if you're watching this after. Is O.J. Simpson in the Hall of Fame? Because I actually don't know. But yeah. Anyways, so a little short topic here to start it off. I'm Bro, I'm in such a happy mood right now. It's crazy. All right. A little short topic to start us off is the quarterback situation for this year, because it's always been in and out. And we could talk about Justin Fields, right? I mean, I've heard stuff online, mostly heard stuff online that the Steelers are planning for Justin Fields to be their quarterback one for 2025 or 2026. I don't know. Just the next season, they're planning for Justin Fields to be the quarterback one for 2025, and they're going to move on from Russell Wilson. Me personally, I don't really think this is like a shocker. I kind of always thought that Justin Fields would be the quarterback one. Braden just said OJ is in the Hall of Fame because he got inducted before the incident happened. All right, thank you for that. Yeah, I didn't know about that first, but thank you for letting me know now. But now I can see why you're saying that he's not going to make it in the Hall of Fame. While I'm talking, just toss comments and ideas in the chat. Let's get started. I don't really think this is a big shocker for the Steelers because I think all the fans were just talking, and the Steelers were just hearing this talk over and over again. They were just getting pounded by all this talk that we do not want Russell Wilson as quarterback. We want Justin Fields as our quarterback. And I could totally see why they thought that because, well, Russell Wilson stinks. He's going to be 37, 36 years old next year. How old is Justin Fields? Going to be 25, 26. I think Justin Fields is actually turning 26 soon. Besides the fact, I think the Steelers are going to plan to kind of rebuild in a way, rebuild their offense. I don't think Russ is going to be there next year. I think he might reunite with Pete Carroll and the Raiders, where he's going to drown in Las Vegas. Am I mad that Justin Fields might be the quarterback one next year? No, I'm a big fan of Justin Fields. He did lose to Dallas. He did lose to Indianapolis. The Dallas game was not his fault. The Steelers defense just honestly sold in the Dallas game, but the Indianapolis game was definitely his fault. No, I'm not going to say it was his fault. Our receivers just can't get open, but we'll talk about the receivers soon. Anyways, so I don't really think this is a big shocker to the Steelers that Justin Fields is going to be the quarterback one next year. I suspect maybe, I don't know, I haven't thought about contract-wise. Let me know if you're watching this after or if you're in the chat right now. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to discuss a specific topic or if you want me to discuss the quarterback situation, the defense, anything. Bro, I'm in such a good mood right now. It's crazy. So that's I honestly think that Fields could honestly bring a lot to the Steelers too. Just by how young he is, he has a lot of potential. He's a good runner. And you know what? I would honestly argue Justin Fields is a good passer as well. I mean, you look at the replays. Even in the games he lost, the Dallas game, the Indianapolis game, but mostly like the Denver game, the Chargers game. I was looking at those highlights and man, like he can like when he runs out of the pocket, he can like flip his hips and chuck it downfield. Which honestly, that's what you want as a quarterback. But not much to be said there. I think that Justin Fields does have a lot of potential, and I think that he will be the quarterback one for the Steelers. I don't think he'll suck, honestly. I just think for the right Steelers coaching, he will have some success. Brandon just said Dallas was just too good. Yeah, all right. Maybe Dallas was just too good. Brandon, do you think that the Cowboys are gonna get Ashon Jeanty? I think the Cowboys are going to get Ashon Jeanty. Let me know. Let me know if the Cowboys are going to get Ashon Jeanty. So, also, Braden, get some people on here, Braden. Get some people on the podcast. All right? We need viewers, my brother. We need viewers in the podcast. All right? We need people here. All right? So, get your little phone out. These are my notes of what I'm going to talk about. Oh, you can't even see that. Get your little phone out, and then, it's like completely white. Oh, now it's completely red. Oh, now you can see it. But yeah, just try to get some people on because I need views. Secretly, I need views. I'm joking. So, did Braden change his wallpaper? Or his, profile picture? Did Braden change his... I think Braden changed his profile picture. Braden, did you change your profile picture? All right, whatever. All right, so next topic. He did change his profile picture. Braden, who is that? Is that looks like it's a running back. Braden, is that a running back? Who is that? He's got his hands like this. That's probably a receiver. No, that could be... Who is that? Is that the Des Bryant incomplete kit? Oh, no, wait. No, that's CeeDee Lamb. That's CeeDee Lamb. All right, Braden, W wallpaper, WCD Lamb. I'm loving it right now. So, the big Steelers talk. T freaking Higgins. Always been one of my favorite receivers in the league. Not the number one, but close to be up there. Let's just talk about wide receivers in general, but mostly T Higgins. All right, we're probably going to talk about T Higgins the most. So I say we just start off with this quote right here. As you know, I don't hop on all the time. All right, so just criticize me if I say this wrong. Andrew Philly. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to look it up on Google Translate. Hold on. I cannot say this word. I don't know why. I can't say the word. All right, criticize me if you want. I really don't care. And I'm just gonna go off of what it says. All right, I'm just gonna go off of what it says. I don't care. Filipponi. All right. So Andrew Filipponi. All right. Criticize me if I said that wrong. All right. Looking at the screenshot right now. I'll show you right here. I have red screen on because if I don't, oh, that's Jalen Warren. If I don't, then you can't really. Oh no, you can kind of see it actually. Oh, now you can't really see it. Right here. Looking at this right here. We're gonna talk about it. All right. This might be completely off topic. If I just committed plagiarism or something, this is not mine. Okay. This Andrew Filipponi guy said this. I'm not taking any credit. This is his. This is his. Not mine. This is his. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? Rumor: Steelers love T. Higgins and would be willing to give him more than they were willing to pay Brandon Ayuk in a trade last summer. Could mean as much as $30 million a year. Stay tuned. Wow. The Steelers have always needed a wide receiver too, but I can honestly argue that he might be a wide receiver one depending on where George Pickens goes. But what they wanted to pay. So if this rumor is true, they were probably willing to pay Brandon Ayuk $28 million a year, something like that. Could mean as much as $30 million. Yeah. So if they were willing to pay Brandon Ayuk $28 million, I would probably guess that T. Higgins would be $30 million, maybe 31. I don't think he'll be higher than 31, but I think it'll be $30 million, maybe 30.5 or something like that. I don't know, just around that range. But man, praying to the gods, I hope this rumor is true. I really want the Steelers to get T. Higgins so badly, man. So let's talk about it, all right? Not much said. This is a rumor. We don't know, but maybe it could be leading up to maybe it could be leading up to T. Higgins wanting to come to Pittsburgh. I mean, what did he say? Well, a couple months ago, he said, "Send my ass to Pittsburgh." Blah 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 blah. I don't know, but Mike Tomlin has said good things, I think, about T. Higgins. I think the Steelers need wide receivers. You can look at the replays. Some people say that Russ doesn't throw the ball. That's true. He doesn't throw the ball. He doesn't run. Okay, But when you look at the replay, sometimes you can just see T. Higgins or not T. Higgins. You could just see Russell Wilson just looking. He's my little Steelers football. Just looking, and then all our receivers just can't get open because they don't know how to run a route. Right. But T. Higgins is a great router. T. Higgins is a great route runner to me. I think he would fit great in Pittsburgh. I think the Steelers honestly would be willing to pay him $30 million per year because they've hinted with rumors stuff that they need a wide receiver, T. Higgins and stuff. And the Steelers, I think, have came out and actually said that they're looking for that they are willing to pay a wide receiver in free agency. So does that mean T. Higgins? Who knows? I hope so. Maybe it could lead up. But yeah, so T. Higgins asking price. They are suspecting it. I think the T. Higgins asking price should be around $30 million. $30 million. I can kind of see it. I mean, you look at the wide receivers in free agency, like, is he going to get more than DK Metcalf? Probably. Is he going to get more than Devontae Adams? Probably. I think he earns $30 million because if he does go to the Steelers, he's switching from Joe Burrow to Justin Fields, and I will agree that is a major change. But I do think that the Steelers would be willing to pay $30 million. I think that $30 million is a good price, maybe 85. I think like 85 to 90 million, like altogether. I think that 90 million would be a good price. Maybe 85, like around that. 85 might be a little bit too low. I might go with 90 million, maybe a little higher than that with some bonuses. But just like around that area, not like specifically saying 90, but it could be 90, like 85 to 90 million, and then maybe some bonuses. That's what I could see about T. Higgins. About that's another subject out of the way. Do I think Pittsburgh has a shot of getting T. Higgins? I honestly think Pittsburgh has a not only like a shot at getting T. Higgins, I honestly think that Pittsburgh has a really good shot at getting T. Higgins because, like I've said before, they've hinted that they need a receiver in free agency. If this rumor is true, they are willing to pay T. Higgins if he wants to come here, if he wants to. And then number 3, did I say the Steelers need? I don't know. But the Steelers just need a receiver. But my final thoughts on that, I do think Pittsburgh has a shot of getting T. Higgins because they have hinted that they're looking for a receiver, willing to pay one. If they're willing to pay a receiver, like think to yourself, like, are you saying like, yeah, we're willing to pay Kendrick Bourne? Or would you say, we're willing to pay T. Higgins? If you sign a Christian Kirk or a Kendrick Bourne, that's a lame-ass contract. All right, you're going to go, we signed Kendrick Bourne, here's how much money we gave him. No, you're going to go, we were willing to pay a top-notch receiver, a.k.a. T. Higgins. And we would get him. So, yeah, I do think Pittsburgh has a shot. If I had to guess percentage, I'd probably say maybe 55 to 70%, 55 to 65% getting T. Higgins. My reasons why, I'll give you some more reasons, honestly, because number 1, we have a really young team. And if Justin Fields is a quarterback, who wouldn't love that? But just those main points, hinting that they need a wide receiver in free agency and that they're willing, and that if the rumor is true, then they're willing to pay T. Higgins. But to me, it sounds like that if the Steelers are willing to pay a free agent, or if the Steelers are willing to pay a wide receiver in free agency, the willing really kind of sticks out to me as top-notch receiver. And that could be T. Higgins. And I really hope it is. I said that like 4 times now. So, yeah, I think that T. Higgins has around 70%, like 55 to 70% shot in landing in Pittsburgh. I honestly can picture him in a jersey right now. I mean, just think about it to yourself. Like, ask yourself, like, are you willing to pay like a top-notch receiver? You would say that. Like, you would say you're willing to pay a top-notch receiver. If you're gonna go sign Kendrick Bourne or like Chris Godwin, something like that, then you would just say we signed Christian Kirk or whatever you do. But that's kind of wrapping it up for that section. I do think T. Higgins has a really good shot with coming to Pittsburgh. What T. Higgins is thinking to himself, I think that T. Higgins is thinking a couple things. Number one, if he does get traded to Pittsburgh, hear me out. Like, he already knows how to beat the AFC North teams. He knows how to beat Baltimore, right? He knows how to beat Pittsburgh. He knows how to beat Cleveland. He just doesn't know how to beat Cincinnati. And if he comes to Pittsburgh, then, I mean, I'm sure Mike Tomlin would welcome T. Higgins with open arms. He'd be like, hey, come on in Pittsburgh. But he's played in the AFC North before. Like, he knows AFC North football, no matter what team it is. Except if it's Cleveland, because they just suck. But it's AFC North football. Like, he already knows how to play it, which is outstanding. I mean, AFC North is one of the hardest divisions of football. And you know what? I'll honestly say after the offseason that the AFC North is tougher than the NFC North because, dude, don't even get me started on the NFC North. They suck. I don't care about Justin Jefferson and the Vikings. I don't care about the choker Jordan Love. I think I'm going to criticize Jordan Love after this year because I don't think he's a rookie anymore. He's going to be 26 next year, and he might just be a Lamar Jackson. Good or really good in the regular season and chokes in the regular season. Or chokes in the offseason. Chokes in the postseason, the playoffs. There we go. So T. Higgins is thinking a couple of things to himself. One, about the AFC North, but number two, about that the Steelers are just a great franchise and that the Steelers are willing to pay a wide receiver that kind of money. I think. No. Yeah. The Steelers didn't say exactly how much because that was a rumor, but they said that they're willing to pay a wide receiver. And maybe T. Higgins is thinking to himself, if the Steelers are willing to pay a wide receiver, then why don't I come there? Because number one, immaculate defense. I mean, what? TJ Watt, Mika Fitzpatrick. You have a couple young corners. You might draft some guys. You have a young, talented Nick Herbig, Alex Highsmith, Peyton Wilson. You got a lot of young, good rookies, and the defense is looking pretty stout. Number two, the quarterback. Brandon just said, "Watch it." The Steelers signed Kadarius Toney, bro. I would jump out that window if they did. Bro, they're not gonna. Steelers are not gonna sign Kadarius Toney, bro. I swear. All right, I see we got two people on here, which is cool. Hope y'all are Steelers fans. I mean, hope you are a Steelers fan because Braden's in here. He's a Cowboys fan. Hope this other person's in here, Steelers fan. So T. Higgins, he's obviously thinking about the quarterback situation as well. Justin Fields, he's young, talented, and Justin Fields can throw the football. Do not tell me that he can't. Look at the highlights. Like, watch him throw. He's really good. He's a good thrower. He can throw it downfield, like a downfield bullet, which I love. Aside from running. Receivers don't want the quarterback to run. They obviously want passes. And I think T. Higgins is thinking to himself, honestly, my personal opinion, I will say this. If the Steelers do sign Justin Fields, I will increase T. Higgins' chances of coming to Pittsburgh to, I'll go 70% to 80%. I said it because just think about it. T. Higgins doesn't want Russell Wilson throwing the ball. T. Higgins wants Justin Fields throwing the ball because Justin Fields is young and has a lot of potential. Think about it. What, you want like a 37-year-old quarterback throwing you the football for what, like 2 years, 1 year? Russell Wilson is just a choker. Like, T. Higgins probably wants obviously wants Justin Fields throwing him the football. And I will say this, by the chances of Justin Fields signing, T. Higgins, in my opinion, percentage of coming to Pittsburgh will go up a ton. That's what I think about T. Higgins. So that kind of wraps up everything for T. Higgins. So I'm just going to wrap it all up with one final say. I think T. Higgins has a great shot of coming to Pittsburgh. They've hinted at a couple things. They've said that they're willing to pay a receiver in free agency, which in my opinion means a lot. And if this wide receiver or if this rumor is true, then it means a lot more. Steelers just need receivers overall. But I think that if Justin Fields does sign, then T. Higgins would really look at Pittsburgh and would be like, hey, I want to come here. Another thing we can also say is the teams. I mean, if the Steelers are willing to pay a wide receiver, let's just say it's T. Higgins. Depends what kind of teams there are. Because if it's the Steelers versus the bad teams, like really bad teams, then go get him. Why, you think he's going to go to New England? He wants to win a Super Bowl. And I'm not saying the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl, but compare the Super Bowl chances with the Steelers and the Patriots. Don't tell me the Patriots are better. So, if the Steelers are willing to pay a wide receiver in free agency, that means a lot to me. That means a lot. And that means a lot about T. Higgins. That also makes me think that his chances of coming to Pittsburgh skyrocket, in my opinion. So that's T. Higgins. Let me know in the comments section what you think about T. Higgins. Obviously, I've said a bunch about him. Let's talk about George Pickens, the NFL young boy. Oh, don't want to get on the signature. The NFL young boy, George Pickens. I know it's sick. The NFL young boy. Where is George Pickens gonna go? Because there's some talk of T. Higgins in free agency. Not as much as George Pickens. George Pickens is like all over online. All right. Don't even get me started on that. George Pickens is all over online, man. I know Art Rooney kind of came out and Art Rooney did say stuff about George Pickens. He said that, number one, he's a crybaby overall. And he needs to learn how to mature about this kind of stuff. And if Pickens does mature, then maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll franchise tag him. Maybe we'll give him another 3-year option. It depends. But would I rather George Pickens or T. Higgins? My personal opinion, I would rather T. Higgins more than George Pickens. I think that Pickens is a better receiver than T. Higgins. I think that Pickens is like a top 5 receiver, honestly. Number 1, no, maybe. I'd have to go with Higgins because even though Pickens is better, in my opinion, Pickens whines more than Higgins. I want the Steelers to win a football game and go, Pickens didn't say nothing. We dominated today. You can't do that. He always has to get in a fight. He always has to do this stuff. You don't see T. Higgins getting fights. You don't see T. Higgins just whining. Probably because he has Joe Burrow. But another thing about T is that, think about it. The Bengals are going to franchise tag him. All right? They're still wasting money. I think the Bengals are going to rebuild their whole defense. I think that T's gone because the Bengals scored 30 to 40 points each game, around that, and they still lost. Just like Dan Marino. Just like Dan Marino and the old Dolphins. Scored a bunch of points, and you still lost. Braden just said that Pickens isn't even top 15. But, bro, Pickens is the best receiver in history. I will say this, though. If I had to guess, I'd say that Pickens would be gone. I'd say that Pickens, I don't have an exact opinion on him right now, but I'd say they're either going to trade him now for a good pick, because now is really the only time you can trade Pickens for a good pick. And then if not that, then what? They're going to franchise tag him, bring his 5th year up. But see, if they franchise tag him, then they got to pay him a lot of money. So there's 2 ways. Either one, you sign T. Higgins, get rid of Pickens, or another alternate way, franchise tag George Pickens or do whatever you want with them for a couple of years, and you go get T. Higgins, and then you have an elite wide receiver core for 2 years. And then after Pickens is gone after 2 years, you still got T. Higgins for another 2 years. Who wouldn't want that? Like, seriously. So that's my opinion on George Pickens, either 2 ways. Either one, the Higgins and Pickens duo, or could just be him, maybe. It depends. But also Pickens might be traded. I hope we get T. Higgins, bro. I hope we get him. All right, for the last topic of the day, my dream offensive lineup is my last topic right here. I'll give it to you right now. Actually, let's talk about one more subject, because why the hell not? I got nothing to do right now. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. Let's talk about the running backs. Jaylen Warren. I honestly think that Jaylen Warren probably going to be the RB1 next year. I mean, he's really cheap. And maybe some people will say, like, realistically, the Steelers don't have to pay anybody on offense. They're going to pay Justin Fields because he's the freaking quarterback. And then, bro, did he? Oh. All right. Like we were saying, they got to pay Justin Fields, right? That's a must. And then they got to pay Jaylen Warren. But people might argue, well, I mean, you can't pay Jaylen Warren, right? And T. Higgins. Jaylen Warren is so cheap. I honestly have like a 90% chance that Warren is going to be on Pittsburgh next year, like around that. Just because he's so cheap and he's really explosive back. I think he'll be on the Steelers for a little bit longer, like 3-year deal, 4-year deal. You can get him for really cheap. I think that the Steelers are going to do that. I think that Najee is gone. I could see him staying, but I really can't. I can't see Najee staying. It was great. It was great. It was great having Najee. I really enjoyed him. Big bruising back. Jaylen Warren's a bruising back, though. I mean, Najee, I know he's from the West Coast, so Najee is gone, sadly. I'm not mad at Jaylen Warren at RB1, though. I mean, not at all. I think that Jaylen Warren would be a great RB1. Really explosive, really young, too. So that's my final thoughts on Jaylen Warren. I think he'll be the RB1 next year just because, well, he is cheap as hell. But really good at the same time. Really, really good. So now we're going to get into my dream lineup. All right, you ready? Picture this. We got Justin Fields at quarter. We got Justin Fields at quarterback 1. Bro, what is wrong with that? Oh, no, nothing. We got Justin Fields at quarterback 1. Let me get Jaylen Warren at RB1. We'll hit up Higgins, wide receiver 1. We'll go, who is that? Ibuka. I think that's his name. The Ohio State wide receiver, not Omeka Ibuka. I think his name is. Not Jeremiah Smith, but the other one. Omeka Ibuka, I think his name is. At wide receiver 2. So we got Higgins, Omeka Ibuka, Jaylen Warren RB1, Justin Fields at QB1. Harder than great. Wide receiver 3. So we got Higgins at 1, Omeka Ibuka at 2, and then we'll go Calvin Austin 3. We'll hit up Muth at tight end, Moved that a little bit down here though, but it's fine. Still a great tight end. O-line is the same. I mean, I think we should keep Connor Hayward. I think that he makes some explosive plays. Ben Skoranek also makes a couple explosive plays too as well. But usually those guys. I think that's my dream lineup. So that's all we have for today. But I'm going to talk about some separate stuff because why not, right? You know why? Because it's freaking Super Bowl week and the Steelers are not in it. Steelers are not in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna root for Kansas City because number one, I want to see a three-peat in my life. I really want to see a three-peat because I've never seen a three-peat before, and I really want to because I can look back at my kids one day and I'll be like, hey, I saw a three-peat when I was young, and also just because I hate the Eagles. I really despise the Eagles. I don't despise them for. I despise the Eagles for two reasons. Number one, because I'm a Steelers fan. We're the PA team. They're not the PA team, okay? Number two, because they're fans. Their fans are terrible. Their fans are – don't even get me started on their fans. They say the N-word. They hit you. They throw stuff at you. They curse like everything. They curse at you. They curse a lot at you. Braden said, go KC. If the Eagles win, I'm cooked in the school. Bro, Braden, bro, you're cooked if the Eagles win, dude. You know how many people are going to make fun of you? Yo, you better hope, bro. You better freaking hope. This is a Super Bowl that no one wants to see, though. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be freaking honest. Myles Garrett also. Can't believe. So Myles Garrett requested a trade. Can't believe he actually requested a trade. Toss your bro. I see we got 3 people. Toss your ideas in the chat. Where will Myles Garrett go? He'll stay in Cleveland, and Cleveland denies his trade request, or Myles Garrett will be traded. Bro, we went from 3 people to 1 person. Is it the hat? Is it the muscles? What is it, bro? Okay. All right, toss your ideas in the chat right now. All right, where will Myles Garrett go? I don't think he's ever won Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think Myles Garrett has ever won Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think so. I don't know. I think Watt won it last year, right? Watt won Defensive Player of the Year last year? Yeah. Oh. That was the worst wink ever. All right. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not too sure where Myles Garrett will go. I mean, it'd be great if the Steelers picked him up. It'd be great if Pittsburgh picked Myles Garrett up, but they probably won't. I mean, he just requested a trade. Nothing new just came out, but the Steelers do like picking up defensive players. We do know that. Now, what would you rather? Would you rather T. Higgins or would you rather Myles Garrett? Me personally, I'd rather T. Higgins. Not because I think that Myles Garrett is a better player than T. Higgins, but it's what we need the most. We already have the best defensive player in football. We don't have a number 1 wide receiver or a number 2, or just we don't have another receiver. So I'd rather T just because. Toss some questions in the chat. I'm freaking bored as hell. I gotta stop cursing. Chat, toss some ideas in the chat. Come on, let's go. Parsons is better than Watt. Okay, buddy. All right. Did Parsons tie the record of all time for most ties or for most sacks in the season? Did he tie it? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he did. Okay. Dude, the defensive players are like this year. Like, I don't know who's going to win DPOY. Let's go over it. Myles Garrett had a good year. I'll say that. Myles Garrett had a good year. TJ Watt, he did he didn't have the year that he did last year. I think that TJ Watt did better than any defensive player. Like, I think that TJ Watt did better than any defensive player last year. He wasn't totally there, but not gonna lie, he did have a good year. But we'll go with Cortland Sutton and Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons did nothing this year. Like, let's be honest. Cortland Sutton did. I think that Cortland Sutton had a great year. Brandon Branch had a good year. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think that Micah Parsons did like nothing this year. Cortland Sutton though, I don't know. Cortland Sutton was a good. Bro, Brandon is spamming in chat right now. Yo, we're getting a FaceTime from Brandon. Let's go.
No, I'm not dealing with it. All right, let me speak here. Yeah. Parsons was injured over 80% of the year. But for the time he wasn't, he was an absolute beast. Doesn't matter if you double team him. Doesn't matter if you triple team him. He will get through. He leads the league in pressures. That man is insane. He is a beast.
But, like, did he tie the record of most sacks in history? Like, in a single season?
Well, TJ Watt
exactly.
Has been much longer than
Exactly. Let me know.
Give Parsons time, man. This is only his third year.
Let me know when he ties that record, buddy. Let me know when he ties that record.
This is only his third year, bro.
Bro.
He's still young.
Yo, bro. We got Braden.
His contract just ended.
We got Brandon right now in the chat. So if you didn't know, Brandon has a lot of different favorite teams. He's a Cowboys fan. He's a Lakers fan. He's a NC State fan. He is a Phillies fan.
No, a Duke fan. No, you don't say that. No.
Oh, yeah, Brandon's a Duke fan. I forgot. Hey, are you on the stream right now? Or, like, no?
No.
All right, because we got a person watching. Oh, never mind. Bro, why is it every time I say something about the chat, like, oh, yeah, we got 3 people, they all just leave? Okay?
I'm playing Madden and I'm getting mad.
Playing Madden, you're getting mad? It's like every time I, like, say, like, oh, yeah, we got a person in the chat. Oh, yeah, we got 3 people in the chat. Dude, they just leave. Like, this person right here who was staying is a total G. And they just left.
No, Panic!
We got one, like, bro. Yo, you didn't hear the beginning, right? Okay, no, you did, yeah. Wait, no. I think you did.
Yeah, I heard that. I typed Riz.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for typing Riz in the beginning. Yeah.
You're welcome.
When you're talking to a girl, you always... Oh, no one's in the chat. I'm going to wait till...
Chat, but I'm talking to you because I got mad.
I'm going to wait till someone's, like, actually in the chat. Here. No, actually, no. I'm just, like, bored. Well, let me, guys, my dinner might be ready. I ain't gonna lie. Let me check. Bro. Your boy is gonna. Oh, all right. Wait, are you in the chat now?
No.
All right. See, now I can talk. All right, now I can talk because wait, actually, what if they look back? You know. All right. Whoever you are, all right. Remember this. If you're ever saying hi, oh my God, dude, it just spiked up to 4 people. Oh my God.
Purdy, you get destroyed.
All right.
I'm gonna hop back in chat.
Let's say this. All right. Brandon and I were talking about this. If you're ever walking past a girl and you say hi and your friends yell Riz at you, don't be mad at them. They're your wingman. All right. They're your wingman. Don't be mad. If y'all just joined the chat, we kind of just finished. We were talking about T. Higgins. We were talking about T. Higgins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We were talking about my dream lineup. We were talking about mostly T. Higgins, George Pickens, but mostly T. Higgins. So if y'all have any questions about what I said, questions about me, questions about my life, or just Questions about what we talked about, because I know 4 people are joining right now. Bro, we have 5 people. All right, crazy. Yo. If y'all just joined the chat, we were talking about T. Higgins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We were talking about Justin Fields, my dream offensive lineup. If y'all have any questions, put them in the chat. All right. I'm gonna just say questions can now go in chat. We're just gonna pin that real quick, shall we? All right, we're just gonna pin that message. Questions can now go in the chat. Dude, that sounds rude because I didn't put like a thumbs up or anything. Let me know. Do you guys use emojis a lot? Because I don't use emojis. Anytime. Bro, spiked up to 6 people. That's crazy. See, what I don't understand is that like we have like the most amount of people possible, and yet they just don't want to talk. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of a conversation. I'm not good at this stuff. Think about no, not think about. Type your Super Bowl score down below. Because this is a Super Bowl that like no one wants to see. Absolutely no one wants to see this Super Bowl. Bro, Brandon. Yo, Brandon, bro. Brandon, I swear. Brandon, if you type Dallas one more time. Brandon, Dallas is not going to the Super Bowl. This kid right here, Brandon, thinks that Dallas is going to the Super Bowl. All right. For all I know, this person could be a Saints fan, a Giants fan. All right. If they're a Giants fan, then they just probably hate Brandon. If you're a Giants fan, you probably like the Steelers. Let's start a poll. What an idea, Matthew. Start a poll. All right, chat, answer this poll right now. Should the Steelers go and get T. Higgins? Answer that poll right now. Go. Answer it. I'm going to set like a 5-minute timer. All right. Yo, bro, who typed no, bro? Come on now. Come on. Yo, whoever typed no when this podcast is over, or no, I think you just go back. Whoever typed no, just go back in the podcast, bro. There's so much evidence. The Steelers are going to get, I can't hype. I'm not going to overhype myself that the Steelers are going to get T. But I really do think that they have a chance of getting it. My voice just got so low. Really do think the Steelers have a chance of getting T. Higgins. Answer that poll right now. Let's go. Someone say yes so I actually know, like, there's people that's voting. Like, someone say yes so I know there's people that are, like, actually participating in this. I don't think T is a true wide receiver 1 and J, and I think they can get better. All right, Braden, who are the Steelers going to get if they don't want to get T. Higgins? Who are the Steelers going to get? Davante Adams? Chris Godwin? Who are they going to get? T. Higgins is what, 25? Like, going to turn 26 or something like that? That's a 4-year deal, maybe 3. 3-year deal, 4-year deal. No, we're not getting Chris Godwin. No, Brady, we're not going to get Chris Godwin. No, I don't want Davante. I don't want Chris Godwin. All right, I will say this. Maybe Chris Godwin. I don't want Davante Adams. Davante Adams is washed. I don't want him. I'm not saying he sucks, but, like, I mean, he is one of my favorite receivers. But, like, he's so old. He's what, like 30? What, like 31 years old, right? Something like that. How old is Davante Adams? Yeah, like, bro is 32 years old. Like, you think he's going to get, like, a 4-year deal with Pittsburgh? Probably not. Well, don't be mean to Daddy. Oh, Brandon, I will be mean to Daddy Adams all day. All day. Just about his age, because he's, like, one of my favorite receivers. So I I can't diss on Devontae himself, but bro, do I gotta whip out like a better Steelers hat? Because like for people that join the chat or like completely new, like how do they know I'm a Steelers fan? You can't see the Watt signed jersey. I mean, you can kind of see. I mean, what you can kind of see the Steelers hat a little bit. Oh, the hair is terrible. You can kind of see the Steelers hat a little bit, right? I mean, you can kind of see it. See the Steelers chain in the background. I only wear that on special occasions. Might end the stream soon. I'm getting kind of hungry. Toss some ideas in the chat. I'm freaking bored. What's this? Oh, wait. I'm playing a Snapchat game right now. I'm playing a Snapchat game right now. Piggy bank. I'm at piggy bank times 23. Oh my god, man. We'll go piggy. Got 500,000. 510,000. I think my brother's getting called in. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So, wait, would this work? It works. It's a LeBron James filter. All right, chat. I'm going to get going. Look back at the podcast because we need viewers. And because I make really good content, in my opinion. All right. My sources are from my mind, my immaculate mind. All right. And this dance about to be lit, bro. This dance about to be lit. So I'm gonna let Brandon. You can hop off if you want. I'm about to go eat dinner. Chat. We are having like burgers or something. I don't know. I'm a big burger guy. Yo, W's to the other guy because I know this is Braden. W to the other guy that's been sticking in the chat with us. W to him, man. And for the third person that just joined, oh, now we got one person. Man, everyone hates me. Is it the hat? Is it the hair? Did the hat fix the hair? I don't know. I don't think so. All right, chat. I'm gonna get going. Thank you for sticking with me. I've been on here for like 52 minutes. That's too terrible. When I get on, like when do you think I should get on, chat? Because I'm thinking like Super Bowl. I get on at the Super Bowl. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll keep you updated. Any new T. Higgins news, I'm on. Mark that down. Write down a piece of paper. This podcast. Any new T. Higgins news, I'm on. On here. So I will keep you guys updated in the posts, and that's basically it. I'll probably post again soon. I'll do defense next week. I'll do defense or something like that. Just some maybe over the weekend I'll do defense, but I'm gonna post something. Let's go Friday. I'll post something Friday. All right. Mark that on your calendar. Friday, NFL Today is posting. So yeah. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you Friday.